Hi everyone, I'm Diti Verghese, and the topic for today is NQueen problem using backtracking strategy. The problem definition for NQueen states that n queens are to be placed on an n cross n board without them cancelling each other, in the sense that no two queens can be in the same row, same column, or diagonally. We are going to solve this problem using backtracking strategy. Backtracking strategy is a method by which you can, keep adding or taking components one by one to your solution set. These components are kept in the solution if they satisfy all the constraints. If the constraints are not satisfied, then the latest entry is dropped and you look for an alternative solution. So that's how you use backtracking strategy. In this particular problem, we are going to use backtracking strategy to solve the problem. So in this instance, you see that I've considered a 4 cross 4 board, which means I need to place 4 queens on a 4 cross 4 board. And the conditions are you need to place the queen such that no two queen can be in the same row, same column or diagonally. So I'll consider the components one by one. Here my components are the queens which are to be placed. So since I have to place 4 queens, I need to consider queens one by one. So first step will be I'll place the first queen here in the first position because then I have no other constraints to satisfy. That's my first component. So I'll add that in my solution set and I've placed the first queen in the first position. When you place the second queen, you need to check that the second queen cannot be in the same row as the first queen. It cannot be in the same column. Okay. So second queen cannot be placed here. You cannot place the second queen here also because then it will cancel it diagonally. I can place the second queen here. Okay. Now I need to place the third queen. So when you place the third queen, I cannot place the third queen here because then that will lie in the same column as the first queen. You cannot place the third queen here because then it will cancel the second queen diagonally. You cannot place the third queen here because they will be in the same column, nor you can place it here because again diagonal condition will come. So in case of the third queen, since you've checked for all the possibilities, you've exhausted all the possibilities, which means that this is not the correct solution. So you need to backtrack. Okay, you need to go back and drop the latest entry to the solution set. So this was the latest entry to the solution set. This entry will be dropped and the new possible alternative solution will be searched. So the only solution left is to place the queen in this particular position. Okay, then start uh, again you start to check whether where can you place the third queen. Okay, so that's how you apply the backtracking strategy. You'll understand this better when we see the algorithm. So this is the backtracking algorithm used for NQueen. There are two procedures for NQueen problem. One is the NQueen procedure and one is the place procedure. NQueen procedure k comma n. Here k is nothing but the current queen which is to be placed on the board and n is the problem size. So here the example that I have considered is for a 4 cross 4 board. So the problem size is 4. Okay, and k is the current queen which is to be placed, which means the first queen. Currently I need to place the, if I'm starting the problem, I need to place the first queen. So that way k is the current queen. There's a for loop which runs from 1 to n. 1 to n, here the indexing is done with respect to 1 to n. Okay, so if you start from 0 you can go up till n minus 1, but for convenience the for loop is from 1 to n. I've taken this algorithm from the book Udit Agarwal. So I'm just trying to explain the algorithm. There's this place function inside the for loop, place k comma I. Now only if this is true you can place the queen in that particular position. Okay, so place k comma I. So in this particular function you see that these are the conditions that they are checking. Now this condition is to check whether they are in the same column. So if it is equal, it means that they are in the same column, so hence you cannot place it. And if this condition is true, it means that they are in the same diagonal. So when either of these become true, you cannot place the queen in that location. So hence it will return false, else it will return true. So that's how it is. So if it is true, only then I value will be assigned to x of k. And if k reaches n, it means that you've completed the solution and you can give out the output. Else, you need to search the placement for the next queen. Okay, so that's how the algorithm runs. I hope you've understood it somewhat, but you'll better understand it when we start the example. Before we actually go on to the example, I want to explain the working of it as in generally. So this is a 4x4 board. When you start placing the queen, you place it first here in the first position. Then, since the first queen is placed, you can place the second queen. You cannot place it here, same column. You cannot place it here, diagonal, same diagonal. You cannot place, you can place it here. Okay. So this is a valid place. You can place it here. Now, since you place the second queen, you can place the third one. You cannot place it here because in the same column. Cannot place it here because in the same diagonal. Cannot place it here because again in the same column as the second queen, and same diagonal for second queen. So you cannot place it here, which means you'll have to go back and change the position for the second queen. So I've just changed the position. The only position left is the last position. So I changed the position of the second queen. Now try to place the third queen. Can you place it here? No, because in the same column. Can you place it here? Yes. So the third queen is placed. Now since the third queen is placed, you need to check for the fourth queen. Can you place it here? No. 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 So the fourth queen cannot be placed. Since the fourth queen cannot be placed, the previous solution is not appropriate. So you need to backtrack and change the position for the third queen. So when you try to change the position for the third queen, the only two possibilities left are these two. Can you place it here? No, because again in the diagonal, same diagonal, you cannot place it here because in the same column, which means again you need to backtrack and change the position for the second queen. But second queen has already reached the last position, which means that you need to backtrack and go back to the first queen. So the first queen position is changed to the second. Okay. Now again you need to do the same process. So you need to again place the second queen. So can you place it here? No. Can you place it here? No. Same column. Can you place it here? No, because diagonal. Can you place it here? Yes. Now, since the second queen is placed, you need to place the third queen with respect to the positions of the first and the second queen. So when you place the third queen, can you place it here? Yes. Okay. Can you now, since you've placed all the three queens, the fourth queen, you need to place the fourth queen. Can you place it here? No. Can you place it here? No, because diagonal and the column. Can you place it here? Yes. So all the four queens are placed without them cancelling each other. So this is what the output will look like based on the algorithm which is shown in the previous slide. So your output will look like this. I'll just read how the output or what the output says. So this means that the first queen is placed in the second column. The second queen is placed in the fourth column. The third queen is placed in the first column, and the fourth queen is placed in the third column. So this is how the output will look like. So if you see, uh, if you reach n, it means that you have reached the solution for all the four queens, and hence you can give out the output. So this is what the output will look like. I just want to say one more thing. Here, your I value runs from 1 to n. This basically actually indicates the row values. And these values are checking for diagonal and column. Okay. So hence all the three conditions are taken care of. Here explicitly row condition is not specified because this itself takes care of it. Now let's start with the working of the algorithm so that you understand how the algorithm works. So I have also placed the algorithm here so that I don't have to go back to the slide, go back to the algorithm slide. Yes, so the first, you know, function to be called. So in the algorithm here you see that n queen k comma n. So my first function call will be 1 comma 4 because first queen is to be placed first, right? And n is the size of the problem. So 1 comma 4. So n queen of 1 comma 4, it will get inside this for loop. So I becomes 1. Place of k comma I. K in this case is 1, I is 1, so 1 comma 1. As soon as you call place function, it will go here. So place 1 comma 1. In this case, the for loop is running from j1 to k minus 1. K in this case is 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0, which means it won't enter this for loop. It will directly return true. So hence place 1 comma 1 returns true. So hence you can place the first queen here in the first position, which is 1 comma 1. Okay. As soon as you do that, since 1 comma 1 returns true, I is assigned to x of k, so x of k becomes 1. Okay. And since k is not equals to n, you can go to the else part of it and call the next function, which is n queen k plus 1 comma n. K plus 1 is 2 comma 4. Okay. So n queen 2 comma 4 is called. So when n queen 2 comma 4 is called, again I becomes 1. Okay. And place will be 2 comma 1. Okay. So place 2 comma 1 is this position. Basically, when you look at it, yes, it should actually return false because you cannot place it here. They are in the same column. Let's see what it returns. So place 2 comma 1. So in place 2 comma 1, your j is 1, I is 1. X of 1, you know that it is 1. Okay, which means that it is equal to your I value, which is 1. That means that they lie in the same column, hence it will return false. If this is true, one of this is true, it will return false. Okay, so since this return false, you come here, it won't enter this part at all. Okay, it will directly go to this part and I value will be incremented. So now I becomes 2. Okay, so again it will go here. So now place function becomes place of 2 comma 2. 2 comma 2 is this. Again it should return false because they are in the diagonal position. Let's check for 2 comma 2. So in this case your j is 1 and I is 2. Okay, so this function gives you not equal to. Okay, but let's check for the other condition. Other condition is absolute of x of j. Absolute of x of j is x of 1. X of 1 is what? 1. I in this case is 2. So 1 minus 1 minus 2 is equals to absolute of j minus k. J is 1, k is 2. So 1 minus 2, both are giving you 1. So therefore they are in the same diagonal, hence return false. So you return false. Again, since it is false, it won't return enter this loop at all. You will directly increment the I value. So now I becomes 3. So 2 comma 3. Getting this? So 2 comma 3, again j value is 1, k is 3. Okay, so x of 1 is not equals to I. Okay, because x of 1 is 1 and I is 3, so they are not equal. For x of j is 1 and I is 3, so 1 minus 3, j is 1 and k is 2. Okay, so this is, they are not equal. Okay, because this will give you 2 and this will give you 1, so they are not equal, which says that the both conditions don't satisfy, hence it returns true, which means that you can place the queen here. So hence I value will be assigned to x of k. So in this particular position, as in x of 3. Okay, the second queen is placed. Okay, then you go back to the, since this is true and k is not equals to n, you will come to this particular part wherein else part of it, wherein you call the next function, which is n queen of 3 comma 4. So this is how the algorithm works. I have not done it for the entire algorithm or the entire problem because that will take time. You can try it for the next steps and see if you're getting the right answer. This will absolutely work. When you do it on your own, you'll understand it better. So thank you for your time. This is it. Thanks a lot.